the 2015 and up Nissan GTR taillights, and the problem with them is that they have a ton of individual little LEDs on the circuit board. The old LEDs for the older GTRs were much easier to work with. You can access the wires really quick. These you really have to work hard to find out where all the power wires have to go. Everything's pretty crazy, so I'm actually gonna sit and cut all of these resistors off. I'm gonna modify these boards. I have something that I have to use to sand down all these little spots so that I can add wires to it later. It's just a pain in the ass, and I wanna show it start to finish how much work goes into these things. Definitely to give some value to the new part we're having manufactured right now that's gonna eliminate the need for me to sit here and work on these things like this. So explain how this works, Mr. Jack.
To start, what you gotta do is open up this program and then lay out your LED pattern. This one looks really weird because we're doing add-ins. They go in here, and as you can see, these circles are really big, so they don't fit, and this is me trying to rush through it so it doesn't line up. It's probably with OCD, you're not gonna like it. And then you have different modes that you could choose. Like if we hooked up the reverse lights to it, you can have a reverse light mode.
Now, how does the 805 play into this? Does it make things better? Okay, good.
We'll do a stock sequence for the show until we figure out what we like. So the next step of the process, flashing the Ghozt modules. We got Instagram blowing up in the background. This is our flasher. This is the software that we use. Program's loaded. It's not doing what's supposed to.
Oh no! Oh, it worked.
It took longer.
Alright. Wrong stuff.
Yours.
Oh boy. Good times. And just because I was filming this on Instagram Live a minute ago, show our rear side markers. So, wow. That's running light. Let's show you what is coming. So we were actually asked this recently. This is kind of a dick. I probably shouldn't play with this too much, but I'm gonna record this for a company in Japan. Hi, Japan. So here's the thing. We were asked recently, how could we show our quality in response to the fact that Japan quality is super tight. It is, it's good. I got you, feel you. But not with custom lighting. Sorry, Japan, not happening. The deal is OEM stuff, bar none. Top of the world, good stuff. Custom lighting, the world is flat. Everybody's working on the same exact set of guidelines. So whatever the tech that exists right now is, that's what we're all using. So we do our best to take that tech and install it into OEM products and vehicles and all that, and do our best. Let me show you what that turns into. So we've got white boy. He does this, right? It's a factory side marker. It's a red one. And all we're using is a very nice high-powered LED strip. It gets brighter with the turn signal. And in the case that we were to hook it up to something else or make it strobe, or let's say have a daylight version, let's say that's the nighttime version, that's the hardcore, crazy, bright version. That's the daylight version, my bad. I'm an idiot. That's the nighttime version. That's the turn signal version. Okay. Here you go, Japan quality. Aftermarket lighting from anywhere in the world that is using whack products gives you this result. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, this is a few $100s of modification, and it's just like whatever. It's a little strip swapped into a part, and it doesn't do anything special. That's it. It's running light. It doesn't do anything extra. In these JDM side markers that don't come with LEDs from the factory, you just get this very kind of cheesy glow. But I get it, you know, if that was the only option, that's a good way to go. In this case, there are better options, so you can weigh up what's better. I mean, definitely just trying to be real and just say that, you know, the quality comes down to what parts are used, and if the more profitable parts are used and they suck, then I guess it doesn't really matter what country they're made in or what the guy looks like that's making them, you know. I look like this. The lights that I build look like that, and my team is, you know, they're all about the end result for the customer, which is give them the best thing that they can get. I love it. I mean, that's the best side marker I've ever seen for a GTR, and it's simple. I mean, it's not ungodly expensive, and it works with the factory part, whether it's JDM or US spec. So we'll see how much of this gets edited out for the video, but I wanted to be a little frank and just talk about the fact that there are really, really talented people, and it doesn't matter where they're from. It doesn't matter what country they're from. It just matters how much they love what they're doing and how good the parts are that they're using. And for me, I always try to tell people this. It's not my money that's paying for these parts. It's the customer. So like, why limit myself to a cheap part when it's going on a guy's car that he might be able to afford the best there is out there? And so in most cases, we try to find the best there is, and in this case, that's what we've done. And it turns into an awesome product. Look at those. Those are nasty. So basically, this little piece of black magic, ghost magic, is it's gonna power up these inner boards as well as the inner rings. The outer rings are gonna remain 100% on sequential, so they're just gonna be on and off running light and brake light mode. We'll hook them up to a strobe controller as well, and our boy Omar should have the most ridiculous taillights I've ever built. Controller from Mr. Dan and Mr. Kyle Gregory, mad NASA scientist genius, hooked up to this 30-pin header. Long story short, that's a lot of crazy ass wiring. So let's take a little look. Yeah. So you can do this. Just watch this video. Reverse engineer it. No, we'll actually tell you. I mean, here's the deal. We've got a bunch of LEDs, individually controlled, modified, supplied power. We got resistors. We got all sorts of crazy stuff. It's all gonna get packed into that light. Little lenses have to go on there still. Long story short though, just like this headlight for our dear boy Ahmed, the taillights are just crazy. That's like just the running light feature. See how like certain things aren't wired up or they're not lighting up? It's because we haven't programmed it to do that. It's just, we took a bunch of pre-existing animations and threw it at these lights. And so like, yeah, there's some crazy shit.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that stacking, oh god.
Wow, when they go full, like it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, my eyes just wreck.
Woo!
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's what's nuts is that it's
Those
still,
are like headlights.
It's still having them on, but like with the white on, it just wrecks your eyeballs. So, yeah, I mean, it's a cool set of lights. It's
you know what's crazy?
Stuff.
Turn them off.
Oh,
I can't see shit.
Yeah. Yep. I told you.
So imagine these on strobe.
Dude, so sick.
So I'm excited about them.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, sir.